All right, game 209, 210. Arkansas State, the visitor tonight against Louisiana Tech in the New Orleans Bowl. This game played inside the Superdome tonight in New Orleans, Louisiana. Game currently sits at Louisiana Tech minus 1.5 and a total of 66. Game opened at Louisiana. Game opened with Louisiana Tech at minus 1 and a total of 66. As recently as 4 p.m. Eastern today, Saturday, it was down to Louisiana Tech even. Recently, it's come up now back to Louisiana Tech minus 1.5. Rob, I like Arkansas State here. You and I have had a lot of luck betting on them this year. They can really move the ball and they can really score some points. And I will be going back to the well with them tonight. However, this is the best team they played, Rob, outside of Southern Cal to start the season. But what I don't like about Louisiana Tech is what I've seen from their offense the past 2 games, and their defense against Southern Miss was almost completely absent. Is there anything I'm missing, Rob, tonight on why I don't go back to the well with Arkansas State?
An argument can be made for both sides here of this game, Derek. Obviously, the point spread sets it in a spot where you can tell the odds makers slightly favor Louisiana Tech. You got an indoor stadium. Louisiana Tech, obviously, from Ruston playing inside the Superdome here. A little bit of a home field advantage for them against Arkansas State. Of course, Arkansas State figures to travel real well for this game, too. Usually one of your more exciting bowl games offensively is the New Orleans Bowl. And I don't know why tonight would be any different. You're talking about 2 teams with 2 quarterbacks for Louisiana Tech. Jeff Driscoll, formerly of the University of Florida. You have to know that Driscoll's glad to be out of the Will Muschamp reigns because since he's come to Louisiana Tech this season under Skip Holtz, he's performed much better. Dual threat quarterback, just like Freddie Knighton of Arkansas State. You've got 2 guys that can hurt you with their legs, that can hurt you with their arms. You've got 2 teams with outstanding ground games for Arkansas State. You're talking about Michael Gordon running the football very, very well this year. Warren Wong, the little guy's done a tremendous job running the football. Arkansas State's ground game, very dangerous. Then you turn to Louisiana Tech, and of course, Kenneth Dixon's one of the NCAA all-time career touchdown leaders. Dixon, a huge threat, not only as a runner, but as a pass receiver out of the backfield as well. You turn to receiving weapons in this game. All eyes for Louisiana Tech will be on J.D. McKessick, the all-around, probably top athlete on Arkansas State's team. McKessick, home run threat from anywhere on the field for Louisiana Tech. You've got pass receiving options by the bushel. Trent Taylor leads the team in pass catches this year, but Carlos Henderson and Paul Turner certainly more than capable of tearing up a defense as well. So you've got 2 terrific offenses in this game. I think the defenses get a bit overwhelmed in this one. Tell you the truth, I think these teams are so diverse offensively that you have to play them straight up. I don't even know that pressure has a big effect on either one of these quarterbacks because these teams have screen games and various ways to beat pressure. For Arkansas State, it's been kind of a cakewalk. Like you mentioned, Derek, you talked about their toughest opponent being USC at the start of the season, but in Sun Belt play, the last 7-8 weeks of the season, the numbers they put up here, 49 points, 37 was their low. That came against UL Lafayette, but then 48 more against Georgia State, 40 against Appalachian, 59 against UL Monroe, 52 against New Mexico State, 55 against Texas State. They put points on everybody by the tons in that conference. Louisiana Tech's defensively going to have their hands full. They played Southern Miss. You talked about that game. They did not fare well. Southern Miss beat Louisiana Tech. That air raid type of offense that they run there under head coach Todd Monken got the best of Louisiana Tech. And certainly, I think, to a pretty good degree, Southern Miss is a better defensive football team than Arkansas State is. I think we're going to see a lot of fireworks in this one. Total is at 66.5. It was bet up from the opener until this morning, really, when this morning it started to tick back down. We saw a high of 68.5. We've seen it pushed back to 66.5. It's hard to tell if that's money trying to capitalize on a middle, perhaps a key number in the 60s. I don't know that 67 is as key as you would like it, though. You start trying to think of the ways to get to 67 points, and there are not many common ways to get there. Probably just some computer group or something that thinks under's the right way, but I tend to think the opposite. I think you'll see a lot of fireworks here. Louisiana Tech close to home. That would be their advantage. Arkansas State just on a solid roll, and I don't know if their offense can be stopped. That would be their advantage. Real good game, though. Maybe you take a look and see what's going on at the half here and make a second half play. For those of you that like to play the first half, you'd probably lean towards Arkansas State. On the season, 8-4 against the spread in the first half, 9-3 over the total in the first half are the Arkansas State Red Wolves. For Louisiana Tech, just to give you some first half numbers on them as well, they're an 8-4 team against the spread in the first half, 8-4 over the total. So you've got two teams come out of the chute really good, score a lot of points, combined points in the first half. Real good game here. Like I say, the weather elements are not in question here because you're playing indoors. I think we'll see an exciting one in the New Orleans Bowl.